We're giving away hundreds of dollars of Renzzi gift cards. Stay to the end of the video to figure out how to enter and win.
What is up, everybody? Dan and the Fireman here. Today we have this video right over there. There we go. And what's going to be happening here is that this lady did not see him and there was a collision. She's very, very, very sorry, but it doesn't change the fact that we had a crash, okay? We also have something here where it's a blind spot time, you know, very dangerous. We should be paying attention to blind spots as motorcycle riders because car drivers don't pay attention to them. Make sure you sign in by clicking that like button. Got some Merca pants. Either way, let's get to class.
All right, so here we go. Good following distance, good space cushion. Watch out for this pedestrian. Okay, they're out of the way. Slow it down. This person's slowing down too. Line of sight now. Whoa, why'd that person stop? You couldn't really anticipate that. That kind of sucks. Good job getting, oh, your foot. That's why you wear gear too, guys. Look, that could have crushed his arch. It could have crushed his toes. That's why you have motorcycle boots, because she's gonna rescue.
No, it was a slow fall.
No.
She's a nurse.
No, I'm alright, honestly, I'm fine.
No,
honestly.
you'll have to get checked.
No, honestly, I'm alright. It was a really slow fall. Don't worry about it. Honestly.
It's true. Now, why do you think she had to do that? Does it look like she's going on a wrong way? Do you think she accidentally went on a wrong way and decided to stop and be like, oh crap, whoopsie? Does that look like a one way, everybody? The lane is a two-way, but too small for two cars? Okay. All right. So he's doing really good with this space cushion. So when we talk about space cushions and planning your ride, position for safety, okay, this is part of it. So he's positioning himself for safety for a really good space cushion. He has an amazing line of sight, because remember, if you go further and further away, so right now we're super close, let's do this. We're super close to the car, you can't see around it, right? You can't see me. But if sooner we get further and further away, you can see around it, and you can see me. So we're this far away, we can see around the vehicle, so it's really good. One thing I would do differently is just get off over here. That way I can see definitely around it because of the line of sight. And you still maintain a good space cushion, and you're also getting a good escape paths if you have to. So I'd put myself off a little bit. I don't need to defend my lane. If a car wants to come up the middle, hey, you do you. I'll go ahead and get behind you. Not an issue for me. So we're going to get up to here. So they're going to turn left. So we want to maintain our space cushion as best as possible. You see how we're getting closer and closer and closer, but still, this is very good. He's still not doing anything bad. This is probably what I'd be doing too, but always have that in the back of your mind. Hey, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. That could be an issue. It's a orange stage area. You know, it's intersections. Got to be careful. So this person's going to go in, and we're just going to accelerate it, hoping that they're going to get out of the way. Now, that's the first issue that we're going to have. The second issue is, once again, I would like to be over here. So all I would do is adapt to this potential hazard that I'm finding right now. That way I can still see, because we look at the problem with this is positioning for safety. Once again, we want a good space cushion. We also want line of sight, and we can't see anything. So my biggest thing is, since I can't see anything, I'm going to move over. Let's go ahead and put the actual lanes. I'm going to move over. That's terrible. I'm going to move over from lane position 2 to lane position 3 just so I have a better vision. So back there, we were doing fine. We could have stayed where we wanted to go, but now this new environment, new situation, just adapt a little bit more so that way you can get better vision, better escape path, because your space cushion has been removed. So you're constantly adapting, constantly moving around in your lane. Don't be stuck to one lane. We're on a motorcycle. We can move around and do all these things so we can see space cushion, escape routes, plan your ride. That's the biggest thing. So here's the cool thing though. So he does have an impact. She slams the brakes. Not much you could have done. He's going over the speed bump, and it's like, oh crap, you got to do all these things, and it's just screwed up. So this is just a terrible, terrible thing. Thankfully, he's got full gear. Look at great gear. He's got pretty much a full suit on, and boots and helmet. So smart rider. Okay, shit just happens. It just happens. You could have done everything right. Could have done good. He's probably really good at slow speed and braking and fast speed, all these different things, advanced, everything. But if something happens, you have gear. And so his foot's not crushed. So when he hits the side on his shoulder isn't damaged. His hips are probably not damaged. He probably hit his head, and now he doesn't have lacerations, bleeding everywhere, and a bad concussion. Maybe just a headache now. So he's doing what he needs to do. This can be replaced. Last thing you want is have behavioral changes or not be able to use your left side of your body because you have a brain injury. Okay? So one thing I do see that's wrong, he's not using a rock form mount, using the link in the description. That's the only thing I see wrong. All right? You get 25% off using that. Anyways, we're moving on. Did a great job. Whew. And these ladies feel bad.
Get up, don't get up. Let's
No,
down a
I'm
bit.
fine, I'm fine.
Yeah, you might not.
Yeah,
And I love his demeanor.
no, it was a slow fall.
You're gonna have to get.
No, I'm alright, honestly, I'm fine.
No,
honestly.
you'll have to get checked.
No, honestly,
He's a smart rider, everybody. I want him in the crew.
honestly.
Oh my gosh, I should call it.
And that's the thing. Just real quick. That's the thing. He crashed. It was a mistake. People crash all the time. I still want him in the crew because of how he acted, and because he tried everything possible to get rid of this whole situation. So or damage to his body. He was doing a good space cushion. He was planning his ride. It just something happened. I don't care if you mess up. I care that you learn from it, and that's the whole point of this channel.
No, honestly, I'm alright. It was just really slow.
Good taste in music, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I should call it.
All right, so watch out for, we're getting in the blind spot of that vehicle on the right. Our lane is moving faster. There's the pattern.
What are you doing?
That was the pattern.
Okay, hi, how you doing? Did you not see me?
So that's one of the problems when it comes to motovlogging, is that we're so distracted motovlogging, we're not paying attention to the road. So that's why when I do my own videos,
You need to watch your meal.
okay, be quiet. What I like to do is just do the real-time analysis of how I'm riding. I'm planning my ride. I'm showing you real-time on motorcycle training concepts. So I do have a how to ride in town. One of the issues with motovlogging itself is you're focused on what you're trying to talk about, and it has nothing to do with motorcycles, or because it's just basically your life. You're not paying attention to the road. So I kind of put two together, and I'm like, I'll motovlog, but I'm going to talk about how I'm riding and looking for hazards so I can be safe. So, Charlie's Riding Adventures, welcome back to crew member status. Appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this. We don't need to talk about the road rage and everything, so we're going to talk about this part right here. So this is that big pattern I keep telling you guys about. Big open lane, right? Beautiful lane, great space cushion. We're good, right? We love it. Here's the scary thing. This car is moving faster than this car. Okay. It happens, right? Fast lane, slow lane, whatever. This car does not want to be behind that black truck because it's going slow. If you were this vehicle right here and your lane was going slower than the lane next to you and you see this big open space, what are you going to do? You're going to go there. Now, why can't cars just see us in their blind spots or just see us at all? When we talk about inattentional blindness, motion-induced blindness, and then the whole part of the familiarity complex thing, I don't even know the scientific word anymore, but basically car drivers look for other cars because that's what they're familiar with. Motorcyclists can see other motorcycles because that's what they're familiar with. When you want to go buy, let's say, the new F-150, guess what? You see F-150s on the road all over the place now. It's because you're actively looking for it. You told your brain you want it. You're thinking about it. You now see it. Car drivers, they don't look or think about motorcycle riders, so they don't see us. So we're going to couple all those different things together, and we see that this car driver does not want to be behind this truck, so they're going to get into this lane because it looks open to them. They don't see us because they don't think of us. They don't see us. Motion-induced blindness, inattentional blindness. Could be on the phone, could be whatever. So it's on us to see this pattern. It is on us to see a car here going slow, our car going fast. If I was this car right here, I would want to move over. With that knowledge, you let them in, or you maintain a staggered position with that car at all times until it's safe for you to accelerate out of there, or when they decide to move over. All right. That is the biggest thing. That's the pattern that will keep you alive with merging issues like this. Now, in order to slow down appropriately, progressive brake pressure. In order to know to slow down, you have to perceive it. That is the situation awareness. So smart rider principle, I'm reading the chat too, never a dull moment. Seek out, recognize hazardous situations, a fundamental skill of progressive braking. You got to wear gear, so he's doing good there. Rescue another rider, teaching a mentor. All right, so that's the whole point of that. So look at our lane is moving. The pattern, this person's like, oh, I'm going to go in this lane because it's nice. We're in the blind spot.
Buddy, what are are you doing?
We should have anticipated that. Thankfully, since he was surprised. Typically, when you're surprised, you go into brown stage and you panic and you slam the brakes. Thankfully, he didn't do that.
What are you doing? Did you not see me? Guess not.
So it doesn't bother me when I see these things because it's like I already knew they were going to do that.
This guy. You need to watch your mirror, okay?
Write in the comments if you recognize these things and you became a smarter rider.
Probably looked a whole lot further away than it really was, but homeboy was really close. Let's go mean mug him.
No, don't do this part.
Be like, no.
And Zaraza, the sun is shining in the car's mirror too. Great, that's an added factor. Look at all these things. The more factors you add, the greater chance you're gonna have a crash. Click the link in the description to enter to win hundreds of dollars in Revzilla gift cards. We're doing this every single month. So if you don't win right now, you can possibly win next month. But if you sign up as a tier 1 to tier 4, you get my ebook for free too. Check it out. Link is in the description. Link is in the description. Click, link in description.